Hello again, everyone. It's Scott Pipkin, the Garden's Director of Education and Engagement, and I wanted to share another garden musing. I was walking around and I heard the sound of baby birds, juvenile birds begging. So it led me to want to sniff out the nest. And I found something very beautiful in this ironwood right behind me. There is a blue-gray gnatcatcher nest. So what I'm going to try to do is get some footage in my spotting scope of the nest, and perhaps we can see one of the adults feeding the juveniles. And we can think about how are native plants supporting these birds right now. Obviously the nest is in a tree, but there are other ways that these birds are relying on native plants in order to survive during this critical time when they're passing on their genes and creating a new generation of birds for the future. So let's investigate a little. All right, so we're looking at the nest in the scope. You can see it's in the crotch of that tree. And you can also notice a tiny little bill sticking up in there. It looks like there are 4 or 5 chicks in this nest. The lighting isn't great, but if you look closely, you can see the nest is woven out of a lot of fibrous materials, plant materials. I think an adult may be coming. You hear that call? There we go. And let's think about what these adults are feeding the young. 96% of our terrestrial songbirds feed their young a diet 100% of insects. And where do those insects live? They live on plants. A great proportion of our native insects rely on plants as they are herbivores, and many of these insects really need a specialized host plant. So thinking even about like butterflies, we hear a lot about monarch butterflies. They need milkweed in order to properly metamorphose into adults. Similarly, most insects, or many of our herbivorous insects, require a special plant host. And that's one reason we care so much about native plants in the garden, not just because they're intrinsically beautiful, not just because they're so diverse, and here we have adult coming back in, but because they support all of this. They support this very complex web of life that we all enjoy so much in California. So apologies for the not highest quality here, but I thought it was pretty special to share with all of you this really tender moment in the lives of these animals, and a great reminder of the importance that our garden plays as both adults come in for a feeding. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you for the next garden musing. All right, talk to you later.